Hello everyone, and welcome back to Advanced Minecraft. Yes, this is Advanced Minecraft, right here. You found it. And I've got a request from one of my viewers to demonstrate some technique for building an underwater base. And the reason I'm starting so far out here is because you can actually see something glowing underneath the water. And that is going to be my first tip to you. If you have played the game long enough that you've gone to the Nether and collected some lightstone, it is the best way to get started on your underwater base because it lets you see what you're doing. And I'd say that probably seeing what the heck you're doing is more important and more difficult than getting air under the water. And I'll explain that right now. Let me jump down to my base here. I picked this site here because it's one of the deepest and it's not necessarily right next to my base. As you can see, I've already kind of gotten started with something, but I made a mistake, so I wanted to restart here. And my mistake was that I didn't bring enough mud with me. In fact, I brought nether stone, as you can see. But what I wanted to say first is that, obviously, the hardest part, I think, about getting started with your underwater base is light. And if you've got sulfur, lightstone from the nether, then you've got a great head start. And I'm going to take it off peaceful here, just so I can demonstrate, what not to do, i.e. drowning. But once you've got a light source, you can see, a little bit around the area. You can see what heck you're doing. It's pretty basic to just build a 3x3x3 box of any material that you can get rid of. Like dirt is perfectly good. And put yourself inside, in the middle. Okay? And then I'll try to dig out the top here. And that was actually really stupid. Okay, well, you make mistakes. That's also the first part of building it. You don't want to put yourself in the middle. You want to fill in the middle. So you've got a 3x3x3 blocks, a cube, the 3 deep. And when you destroy a brick in the cube, the water's going to rush in, but it's not going to make a well. And you can actually get a little bit of air just from the top there. And you can do that to the center of your cube, which will give you a little area that you can rest and get air back. And you can even put a torch in there. And that's going to help you see what you're doing as well as give you air. Now that is actually the most difficult way to get air underneath. The easiest ways are the ladder and door method. I believe the door is the absolute easiest, as it requires only 6 wood planks to build, and you don't need a wall to place it on. You simply find the floor, right click, and it creates a door. Door open, close, whatever. You stand inside and you've got a little area of air because the door doesn't get destroyed when water touches it, and you can stand in that spot and you can breathe. It also gives you a little bit of light. However, you don't have a place that you can put a torch, and you're going to need that if you want to, really make your base light up enough that you can see what you're doing. But it does give you a really great head start. So the door method is great, and the ladder method is just the same. I showed you guys in one of my other videos the mob grinder, how a ladder holds up water. Same basic premise here. The benefit, of course, to this is that you can put ladders all over the place and remove one, and you've got you've got an area there that is essentially no longer contains a well, and then you can use, let's say, I'll block this off here, and then you can put a torch underneath. See what I did there? Ladder, 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 ladder. One block that I've removed after I put a ladder in it, and then I block off the exit. So you can put a torch, you can see what you're doing, and you can get started on your underwater base. Now really from this point on, it's just your creativity. You build whatever it is that you'd like to build. I love to build things with glass roofs, with lights in them so you can see them well from the surface. I don't have any right now to show you guys. If you like, I can show you some of my... you know what the heck, while we're here, let me log off and I'll show you something that I've been working on in a multiplayer world. A friend of mine has. Let me just move it out there so, because she doesn't want everyone to know where the location is for this world. It's kind of a private server. And let me move back in. Okay, sorry about that. I just like to respect the privacy of folks who have invited me to the servers. Alright, this is my multiplayer world here, and I've designed a underwater base here off in the distance. You can probably see it right now. I'll show you a little bit better of it. Frankly, I'm not best at creative design. My friends here are much more creative than I am, and they put a lot more time into it. This is something I just do to cool off when I'm not playing StarCraft or making these videos. But you can see from the surface here a pretty well lit area. And I'll show you inside and out quickly, and that'll be the end of the video, unfortunately, but I think I've showed you what I really needed to show you. Underwater, of course, it's so much harder to see what's going on, but you could see from the surface that it looks like I've got a big glass dome. And let's go underneath there and show you guys what it's really like. This took me a little while, and I wasn't really using the right techniques at the time. I wasn't using the ladder and door technique. I don't have any luminance because it's a multiplayer online server, and I don't think they've enabled hell mode yet. But here's what I've got up here. I am working on, and have not yet completed, sort of a little undersea restaurant. I love to have a nice big glass dome because you get to see out there. And really, you can do some neat tricks with glass because the first block of glass you can see, the rest of them turn invisible. So you can make it look like you've got an undersea garden or something, plant some cactuses underneath a big wad of glass, and nobody will really tell the difference. It'll kind of look like, oh, there's a cactus growing under the water. Anyway, that's just what I want to show you guys, a little bit about how to build underwater and show off my undersea restaurant that I'm working on in this Minecraft server. So I hope you guys enjoyed the film. Let me know if you'd like to see something else special, and I'd be more than happy to dedicate an entire video to your questions or comments. As always, just leave a comment, subscribe, I don't care, whatever you like to do. I'm doing these videos for your benefit. So this is Doctrzombie, and have some good Minecrafting.